Welcome to another Planetary Music Project. I'm your host, Jefferson Glassie, and we are coming to you from Spain. We're going to be learning about that amazing art form, flamenco. But here we are in the capital city of Madrid, the Plaza Mayor, and we're going to show you a couple of the places we visited, Seville and then Barcelona, on our search for flamenco. It's a beautiful city. It's been around so long, such a history. Here is the Royal Palace in Madrid. A lot of government buildings, very clean city. We had a great time there. Then we hopped on a train after a couple of days. They have a great train system in Spain. We visited such places as the old ancient city of Toledo, where you can see churches, old churches. All these towns have lots of old churches with gold all over, probably stolen from the New World. Look how beautiful that is. Then we hopped on another train. It's a big country. Lots of olive trees, cork trees, farmland. And we headed southward to Seville. It's a fun little city. We really enjoyed it. A beautiful cathedral in the middle of the square, lots of wonderful restaurants, tourists having a blast, not too crowded. It was really wonderful. Beautiful at night. Manicured trees, and the old beautiful cathedral. I didn't realize about the history with the Moors for so many of hundreds of years being there. But boy, bullfighting was certainly the thing. Until recently, we did get a chance to stop by the bull ring in Seville. Look at the golden sand. Just imagine all the hundreds or thousands of people cheering. Traditional, so traditional in that country. Finally, we get to see a little flamenco. It's an amazing cultural form. Some of the flamenco establishments don't want you to video. Here are a few pictures from the first one, and you can see the dynamic aspects of the dance. We went to another flamenco place, and hola! There's so much going on there. I'm not sure I understood it. But we did learn more, as we will show you soon. So rhythmic. What are they talking about? What are they saying? How do they know what to do next? Two guitar players watching the dancers. Sometimes watching their heads, sometimes watching their feet. Such fun. There's another dancer. You can almost see the different cultural influences, the Romani, Jews, Spaniards, Moors. And then we made our way after a couple of days to Barcelona. It's a beautiful city. It's been around a long time. A port city on the Mediterranean, sitting right there. Modern architecture, old-fashioned architecture, a real melting pot of cultures and history. Certainly, it served as a port for many, many years for trade and all sorts of things. Nowadays, many beautiful sailboats, other boats. Just delightful to sit and watch that beautiful sight. But we can't not talk about some of the artists. Joan Miró from Spain. There's a museum there with his artwork. Of course, Pablo Picasso. The ingenuity, the creativity of these artists has really been something to behold and certainly influences the Spanish, but maybe no more than Salvador Dali. We went up to Figueres, northeast of Barcelona, to see his museum, Salvador Dali's museum that he designed himself. Just look at this. It's wild. I have really never been so inspired by an artist as seeing all that Dali was about. Thousands of people come visit this museum. We all have seen some of these Dali-esque type images and sculptures, the nose and the ear. This is a place that you walk up and look through. Such creativity, such bizarreness. What was this, melting time? And this was at his birthplace, an audiovisual exhibit. We're sitting there watching these Dali-inspired images. There is such wonderful architecture in downtown Barcelona. Everywhere you look. And of course, the main influence, Antoni Gaudí. Here's some images from the Palace Güell. Just fantastic, beautiful, unbelievable. He said he really defined the city with all sorts of creative aspects. But this is the pièce de résistance, the Sagrada Familia, right in the center of downtown Barcelona. Was begun a long time ago in the 1800s and not finished yet. The outside is exquisite. Here you can see bands of angels and a pigeon on the outside. But the inside is just magnificent. The colors, the lights, the structure. It was the most beautiful of any of the cathedrals we were in. Just amazing. Gaudí was from Catalonia, an independent, historically treasured part of Spain, where Dali was from as well. Look at those colors. And his philosophy was Following Nature. This tree by my workshop, this is my master. And you can see the branches of the trees up there on the top. The best flamenco that we saw was at the Tableau Flamenco Cordobas in Barcelona. Check it out for yourself. Is it all just random? Are they all just shouting and clapping whenever they feel like it? We have some answers for you in our interview with fabulous musicians Alba Haro and Marco de Anna. Well, here we are in Barcelona, Spain. What an amazing trip that we've had here. We came into Madrid, we were in Seville, we saw a lot of flamenco dancing. We've been enjoying this beautiful city. It's not quite as beautiful a day today as maybe we hoped, but there's a nice breeze, and I'm just so excited that I'm able to talk with two fabulous musicians from here, Alba Haro,
Marco de
Anna, and I can't say I found you, but kind of, from our mutual friend Jillian Harwin.
Yeah.
I said we were coming to Barcelona. Anybody know a musician there? And Julian said, Alba is the one for you. She is fabulous. And we are doing a concert for humanity here a little bit later at the home of our good friends at this beautiful apartment. Mm-hmm. But you know, the purpose of doing all this is to talk about music and the power of music and how it connects us all. And, you know, we don't know about other people in other countries and other cultures. And there's sort of different cultures like different vibrations. Mm-hmm. And the music kind of typifies those cultures and meanings. And so I think it's important to just talk about how music is powerful, but brings us together, shows our commonalities. And so I'm just so glad that we're able to talk with you. And first of all, maybe you could just talk a little bit about, Alba, first, how did music come into your life? You play the cello. How did that happen? Was music in your life growing up? What sort of music is it? What music do you play now? And how does music, we're going to talk more about particular forms, flamenco and other things, but how has music come into your life? What does it do, and what does it ultimately mean to Spain and Barcelona and Catalonia, etc.?
Yeah. So I came to music when I had 5 years old. So I play cello since I have 5. So it's a part of myself. So I can't imagine myself without a cello in my body. So it's like an extension of myself. So music for me, it's like a way of life. So it's very important, like, to share with people, and to have the power of the music itself inside. So that's why I think I do music. No? So it's very important for me. And I used to be a classical musician because my instrument it's a part of tradition, no? Of a classical tradition. So I play and I came along with all that stuff. So and then when I was playing with orchestra and I was in my bachelor, so I realized that I want to play more styles and more music, because just to play with one language, it's not enough for me. So I start to play with flamenco musicians. I start to play with jazz musicians. So I went through this kind of music, and now I'm playing with all that genres, and I think of cello with more like a vehicle, like a, how do you say, like a focus, like a arm, like a, like more like a thing that can share music. And I'm still looking what is my language, so always in that search, no, that path also. So.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful instrument. It's so resonant, particularly the cello you have.
Yeah.
And is it very typical, the cello with the type of music that you play now? Is it a little different in flamenco? Are there many flamenco cello players, or you kind of make your own path?
Yeah, I think that they are coming. Like it's changing a bit, the training, itself. I mean, but it's not very common now. There are some players, but it's not common.
Yeah, but you play all sorts, but flamenco is one.
Yeah.
And flamenco is this style. I've been learning so much more about it in Spain, and how it came, I guess, with the Romani and the cultures in southern Spain primarily, etc. So it's such a fabulous style. So Marco, this is sort of the same questions. How did you come to be a flamenco dancer? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to Spain? What does it mean to the culture you come from, your own people, your family, whatever? How do you talk about it?
Yeah, I'm like from a very different point of access to art and to music. I'm coming from a multicultural family. My grandmother was Hungarian, my mother is Croatian, my father is Austrian. I grew up like, my grandfather actually was a Czardas dancer. She danced in a company of Czardas. It's like the typical gypsy dance of Hungary. And I got an access to, I grew up in the suburbs of Vienna. So my first dance moves were hip hop and break dance. This was in this time, it was the 80s, like beginning 80s. It was like the big thing in the suburbs of Vienna to do break dance.
Yeah.
More in the community of Balkanic people, like of Croatians and Hungarians, and so were very into break dance. And then with 17, 18 years, I made it professionally. I came to Spain just to find maybe my roots or to look for my other me, and got into the academy of Jose Galvan, who is a very famous flamenco teacher now and a very important part of education, musical and dance education in Seville. And I got part of the family there. So they took me everywhere, and I was really quick in learning all the movements. I learned quicker the movements than the language because I didn't speak any Spanish also. So I did like the whole basic work on my education from 18 on in flamenco. And I did it like really quick, and I did it like really intense. So I danced in all the big tablaos, and I went to the small villages to dance there with the dance companies of Seville. And there I formed myself as a dancer. Even having danced before like many years, I had to like adjust my way of learning to an adult way, no? I got really focused on what I wanted to learn, which movement I had like to perfection. So this way of learning, it helped me a lot afterwards in my working life.
So how would you, for somebody who doesn't really know anything about flamenco other than ole,
Yeah.
how do you say how would you tell some American or somebody from Australia, what is flamenco? What does it mean? I mean, from what I've learned a little bit, in Greece there was the rumbetica, which was the sort of some people call it the Greek blues, and
Yeah.
it was the marginalized people, and singing about the tough days in the early 20th century with coming into a new country, and they'd sit around and play and smoke hashish and play, and then the fado, which also sort of came from an urban style and very unique. What is flamenco, and what does it mean to Spain? How do you view that? I mean, either one of you can.
I mean, as an art form, it's like very connected to these two art forms you just mentioned, rimbetic and fado, and also from the time frame, it's very related. They are very young arts. They're like also like jazz and blues, like sons of the 20th century, or daughters of the 20th century or the late 19th century. Even if like the roots are going more back, but like an art form, and the development of this art form is very connected with the change of the centuries, 18th and 19th century, 19th and 20th century, sorry. So they are very related. In the social background, in the expression, and the themes they are like talking about mainly. So flamenco has its roots in the Arabic songs, in the Sephardi songs, in the Romani songs and movements. It has influences of definitely of Indian gypsies coming from the south, from North Africa. It has many influences of black music, of African music. When like flamenco starts like getting formed, there was like a 10% in Seville of colored people coming from Africa, working in the harbors of Seville. So there is like also in the dance form, when I give like my workshops, I always say, remember, it's African. It has a lot to do with black music and black movement, and this legacy is inside of flamenco, but as an art form, it gets really developed from 1870 maybe, with the Café Cantante, Silverio Franconetti, only just to mention 2 or 3, Antonio Chacon, Manuel Torre. They are already in the 20th century, early 20th century. So
And how would you? I mean, that's so informative what you're saying.
Yeah.
How would you describe anything different, or what is your personal thought about flamenco?
Yeah, I think it's like more like for me at least is in terms of feelings, like a deep feeling. When I start playing flamenco music, I feel like wow, it's a deep feeling. So I can connect with my roots also because my family are coming from Andalusia. So that's why I start to play that kind of music. And also in terms of music, I would say that it's a particular style because they mix the whole time like 3 and 2, like binary and ternary, and then also always it's like playing in a mode like it's called Phrygian, and they always like playing and searching for like this melisma, like the semitone, and the half tone, and yes, it's very particular. So you have to know the structure to play, and also the tone, like the Phrygian, like to combine Phrygian and minor. So it's interesting to.
So it seems there's a little bit of a, there was the established music and the music maybe of Spain a long time ago, but this is something different, and these are the people who want to express themselves somewhat differently, and there's been these different times where the Moors would be fighting all the various bunches of different kinds of Europeans and back and forth, and then the Romani, the Gypsies, come in, and the Jewish people, and they're excluded, and so there's a kind of as you're saying, sort of a marginalized people saying something different.
Maybe it's important to just let something be clear. It's a very Andalusian art form.
Mm-hmm.
So
from Andalusia,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Which is
flamenco
sort of
is Andalusia. It's like it's this 1-to-1. So there is like many theories about the origin, but let's say it's an Andalusian art form. So what we do here in Barcelona, I worked in the Tablao you went, or the artists who are from Barcelona, from Madrid, they're really good artists, great artists from Extremadura as well, but they have family in Andalusian, or they take an Andalusian art form. It's like just like this.
Yeah, so we were in Figueres, I think it was, and somebody said, "Oh, that's a southern." That's not what we do necessarily.
Exactly.
Even though they do flamenco there because it's popular and everybody likes it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So to the point of, watching, and you have the people who are the clapping, and it could be men or women, and then they start singing some things out, and I don't know what they're saying, and then someone starts dancing, and then the guitar player plays. It seems like it's improvised on the one hand, but everybody knows what's going on, and I would love to know more about, what kind of rhythm is it generally in? Is it mostly in 4? Does it change rhythms? Do people signify what they're going to do next? I see the guitar players watching very carefully the feet of the dancer, or the face of the dancer, or even the hips of the dancer, and it seems like they're wanting to know what's coming next. Or is it really sort of telepathic, and it's just, coming around in the air? How do you know what's going on? What is going on in flamenco?
You want to?
Yeah, they have palos, like it's a way to how do you say, to tell how is the song going. So we have bulerías, tangos, seguirillas, different palos. So then the each of one has the rhythm, a unique rhythm. So and mostly they combine 3 and 2, but they have accents to get like the structure, I would say, in terms of music. And also the melodic part is going through Phrygian and minor, and sometimes some chords of major. But the lead it's Phrygian. So in Spanish also we say it, the flamenco scale. So like because it's very typical for us to know this scale, but it's a Phrygian, almost a Phrygian. So I would say that of the structure of music, flamenco. But
yeah, let's say it this way: we flamenco people, we are much more organized than we
it
seem
looks
to.
like.
Yeah, we are much more organized. We are really structured in our work. We are. It's about a high knowledge about the whole system of singing songs and rhythms. There are groups of songs that belong to a special rhythm form, and there are we in the like in a cathedratic way we like paint it like a tree. So there are branches, different branches with the same rhythm form, with the same tones, with the same singing form, and then inside of, if I tell you like I will dance alegrías, for example, we have 7 different alegrías. I know the tones of every 7 different alegrías, or 8, I don't know, and I know the lasting of the lyrics. I know the most lyrics they sing to me. I know, so I can react as a dancer to this lyric form. I know if there is like an puente or like
Bridge.
a estribillo, like a bridge, like something choral singing after the main lyric. This is all the information I have already. And then we work with a lot of clues, music clues, and also dancing rhythmical clues. So we have a llamada, to make it really simple. This like 1, 2, 3. If I make this, everybody knows my part comes.
and how to
So
react.
and they get from protagonists to accompanying musicians. So if a guitarist, what you said, it's funny because it's like they look maybe to the singer to accompany, and they have here like a llamada, and they make it automatically. They go with the head to the feet because they want to be like part of the conversation. So there is no free improvisation, free movement in flamenco. It's adjusting like the moment of each participant, like each musician, and fit in this cuadro. No, cuadro is the whole group of people. No? So we have to respect the singer. This is like one of the basic rules of flamenco. If there is singing, you don't molestar.
Bother.
You don't bother him. You know?
Yeah.
Let the singer sing.
Okay.
Listen to what the singer sings. It makes it more easy for you to react, and to like you're painting as a dancer the lyrics. Also, the guitarist tries to like give it more like a three-dimensional picture of what is a chant, a song. And then everybody has to fit in. The guitarist has to have like his moment, the singer has his moment, and this is a steady negotiation of who has now the main part.
It's really fascinating. So I hear it, and when they come out and they're going, okay, that's good, you did good. They're just talk between.
Yeah.
It's not singing necessarily. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. I don't know what they're saying,
Yeah.
and then, oh my God, it was terrible. I went out last night and it was terrible. I don't know, and I don't know what they're singing, but it's just they're singing from their hearts
Yeah.
about something. I mean, I don't know what are they singing
this is the
about?
powerful thing about flamenco. That's a communication, a steady communication. There's also like this part of the jaleos. We say que toma chiquillo, que mira que vamos, no, like the
to grow.
and
Yeah.
we speak a lot of times in the classes. I don't know if there was first the dancing or first the jaleo, no?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Mírate, vamos, yarsai toma, que toma, pa. Hey, que toma, pa. It's already a form of rhythmical bass.
Yeah.
So this is like a very important part of the flamenco music, no?
Yeah.
So it's not even. It doesn't have to make any sense, particularly like expression, like a lyric expression.
Uh-huh.
It comes after, but it gives you like a rhythmical base. So this is what you, I think, heard in between.
Yeah. So as a cello player in this, you're doing the same thing. You're trying to.
Yeah, you're trying to fit in sometimes. So you have to know the palos, so the structure, because otherwise you're gonna lose. But yeah, you have to know the structure and then lead to the singer. So it's very important to hear the guitarist and also the singer, and somehow to connect with that and fit in with your melody, or sometimes with the cello you can play like melody stuff, but then you can play also with pizzicato and do like more bass stuff. So I think that's an important part of cello, no? and to fit in that style. But yeah, you have to know before. You can't do, okay, I'm gonna try to play with us. No, it's
Yeah,
very,
no.
I mean, you can, but you're gonna suffer a bit. Yeah.
It takes a long time. Like it's a very unique art form, and I like it because it's very related with the way people are in Andalusia. So when I came there, like a young boy, I liked it because it was really quick. So dice, ayer estuve yo comprando la plaza, yo lo he visto pues está con otro. So it's like really quick conversation about a very basic theme. So it's about who is quicker than the other, and maybe picks like a short word into the rhythmic conversation.
Yeah.
So everything that like apports a better outcome together. It's not about your personal outcome. It's about the group that's important.
Yeah, it really has learning. It has a lot of different cultural aspects, as you were saying. I mean, I love Indian classical dance, and there, every little movement of the fingers means something. I see some of that into it too. It's almost like if everybody learned flamenco, we would have no wars anymore. I mean, it's multicultural. It brings everybody together in a way. I mean, maybe just sort of, I don't know if there's anything else that you want to add that I haven't mentioned or asked about, but I'm just curious. I mean, what is it for Spain, for Andalusia, for everybody? What does flamenco mean? And we should remember that other.
Sardana.
Yeah. Before we talk about that, anything else you want to say? The sort of big picture, anything I missed that I didn't ask about?
It's like, for me, it's an art form that involves you so much. There is no time for war, for fighting or anything. You should like keep your things together.
Yes.
And work on yourself. Try to get better. Try to understand the other better. I definitely. I dance now for 30 years flamenco professionally, and I still, when I go home, I put like some old singing on to remember like the forms, the original forms they had like from singing. or I look a dancer. I'm like an freak of watching videos of everybody, of young people, of old people. So it's like this passion that music gives to you, that art gives to you, that let you forget about everything else, and definitely about violence and any stuff of segregation. So,
Yeah.
so it's like something that you want to get better communicated.
Ah. It's pretty profound. So, anybody out there who hasn't really seen flamenco, you should see it. It's a great form, very exciting. Yeah, you can't fall asleep when you're watching. No.
But Asian people, they manage to do it. But I think these poor people, they have like a tense schedule that they come there like.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe jet lag.
Yeah.
So just to not, so we don't forget about it. This other form is the
Sardana. Oh, no,
yeah,
what
and
do
it's
you
a,
mean?
yes, and it's a more of a Catalonian.
Yeah, it's from Catalonia.
More sort of northeast Spain. Very amazing part of Spain too. We went to the Catalonian Museum and got a lot of information. And,
Yeah.
oh my gosh! And okay, so could you explain that a little bit first before we go?
Yeah, well, I have to say that Spain is a country that has many communities or regions. So Andalusia is one of that. So we are talking about flamenco that is from Andalusia. But now we are in Barcelona, that is part of Catalonia. So yeah, we have a dance called Sardana, and it's I think a dance from the 19th century, and they have a typical how do you say, band to play that music. So it's a band with instruments from here, and it's very particular, and it's somehow like a tradition and a ritual that the people come to dance the music, and they put it like in a circles. I don't know if you haven't seen, but
Holding hands
and also we learn to dance that kind of songs in the school. So when you get to school here, you learn to dance Sardana. So it's very important for the tradition of Catalonia. But it's very popular. I mean, you don't go to a hall to hear Sardana, so you go to a square to dance Sardana. So that's the part for me most interesting of that power of dance and the common feeling.
Well, thank you for that. We haven't seen that. I've seen some pictures, a video or two, I think. I'm going to try to check it out before we leave. But I want to thank you both so much. It's so interesting.
Pleasure.
You've taken your time to do this, and the concert
pleasure.
and the playing together. It's just really remarkable. And it does, to me, it just shows this common humanity that we have, our common connection through sound and vibration and coherence and harmony. And the more we can talk about it, which is kind of our mission, the more we can talk about it and spread that understanding, that's what we want to do. But thank you very, very much.
Thank you to you.
Alba, Marco,
Thank you for
really
the
appreciate it.
invitation.
Gigs. Yeah.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Totally.
Great.
We did have a concert for humanity at our good friend's beautiful deck overlooking the Sagrada Familia, and I wanted to share a little bit of the avant-garde type modern flamenco that Alba and Marco, along with their friend Carlos Ronda, played at the concert.
Finally, it was wonderful to be able to stroll downtown and find some of the Sardana music from that wonderful Catalonian region of Spain. So fun, everyone dancing, enjoying beautiful music. I hope you enjoy seeing and hearing some of this wonderful music of Spain, the flamenco, Sardana. And when you visit there, I hope you will get to enjoy these types of music in person.